What's up, everybody? Rob here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to be talking about a metals market update. It is July 13th, 2020, and we just had a very nice run in metals today. So I wanted to take a minute to talk about gold and silver, why we're experiencing a bit of a bull run, and what are my thoughts on where it's going in the near future. So first things first, let me pull up the spot price so I have the exact numbers here. Spot price on gold is $18.11 up $11.60 today. Spot price on silver is $19.41, just blasted through 19 today. Broke that barrier down like it was nothing, and went up 63 cents today in one day. So on a percentage basis, gold is up 0.64%, so just over a 0.5%, and silver is up 3.37%. So that goes to show you on some of these bull days that silver to gold ratio is starting to tighten a little bit. When you see silver up over 3% and gold not even up over 1%, we're starting to see that exactly that. And so the first thing I want to talk about, and I know there was a lot of you that have sent me messages on social media saying, hey, I want you to talk about platinum and palladium, why they're so far apart when platinum is a derivative from palladium, palladium is a derivative from platinum. So they're in the same metals group, and they are one is literally double the price. Palladium actually just broke through 2,000 an ounce. It's well over the price of gold. So I wanted to create a video about that in the near future. So be prepared for that. I will be dropping a video on platinum and palladium. I might even do a comparison video between all of the metals, platinum, palladium, rhodium, silver, gold, and talk about the differences between them and why I think each individual one is a good investment or not as good of an investment. So if you want to stay tuned for that video, click that subscribe button down below and click the bell afterwards. You'll be notified whenever I drop a new video on this page. So if you want to do that, just click the subscribe button. There's a square and also a rectangle down there with subscribe. Just hit one of those and smash that like button as well if you want to help me with the YouTube algorithm and get these videos to be more up. We only have 225 subscribers here, but we're a family. We're a metals community here. We're a community talking about decentralized currency. We're a community talking about entrepreneurship and just finance in general. And so I really appreciate all of you being part of this family. And I don't care if there's 100, if there's 10, if there's 225, if there's 1,000. I'm going to make the videos, and I'm going to continue to make these videos, and I appreciate you being there. So anyway, back to the silver and gold. The gold to silver ratio broke literally over 110 at its all-time high recently. It's now starting to get closer and closer. But to bring this back to reality, or simplify it rather, the all-time high of gold was $19.20 an ounce. This is back in 2011. So the all-time high is $19.20. It is currently at $18.12. So we're 108 away from the all-time high of gold. It's within spitting distance of its all-time high. This really helps you grasp just how far off the silver-gold ratio is. So knowing that we're just 108 off the all-time high, I mean, we're, what's that come out to, like 6%? 5.5 or 6% or something off the all-time high. That's all it needs to get to the all-time high of gold. Silver, on the other hand, is at 1940 when its all-time high was just a tad under 50 in 2011. So both of these metals hit their all-time high in 2011 at the same time. After a market collapse and a recovery, they hit their all-time highs, right? Gold has nearly a full recovery. Silver is at 1940 when its all-time high was, I believe, 48. I could be wrong on that one, but it's just a tad under 50 is what I remember in 2011. So there is well over double to get to the all-time high for silver. Well over double. I believe that comes out to, what's that, 140, 150% off the all-time high? So to get to the all-time high, So when you look at that and you know, okay, silver's within spitting distance of its all-time high, silver could double and still not be at its all-time high. That's when you realize just how far the silver to gold ratio has been spread apart. What's my point? I think silver is heavily undervalued. I believe it's been falsely suppressed by the banks. And I think that JP Morgan and all of those guys that have been suppressing this are starting to get exposed. I believe JP Morgan's actually being investigated for this by the DOJ. So that's some information that I'll come out with in a future video. But because of them shorting it and messing with the market and tampering it, they are now in a bad situation where they could be getting short squeezed. And if we see silver break over 20, 21, 22, we could see a situation where they actually have to provide these bars versus the paper contracts. If people start actually buying the bars and the wholesalers are buying these bars, they can't get away with falsely suppressing the market for very long, especially on days like this when it's going up. They're being pressured to be squeezed here and cover their positions short. So as soon as they cover those short positions, we might see silver double, just absolutely blow up because it's been suppressed for so long. That's something I'm interested in myself. I think silver is highly undervalued. If you've watched my videos, you know that I like silver. I also love gold. I also love platinum. I also have a bit of palladium as well. I have a lot of silver. I want to say, somewhere around 30 to 35% of my holdings are in silver. And then I have about 20, 25% in gold. I got about 20% in cash. It's always good to keep some powder dry. Always keep some powder dry. You never know, because people are accepting the fake money for our real money. So remember that. You gotta have some powder dry when the opportunity arises to buy some. So I didn't want to go over to my whole portfolio or anything, but I have a larger amount of silver than I do of gold right now. And I'm a big bull on gold as well. But the fact that silver is that far off of its all-time high when gold is that close to its all-time high is mind-boggling to me. And I think silver is, the risk-reward on silver is there. If you can tolerate having a heavy amount and knowing and having a place to store your silver. I mean, I showed you what $100,000 worth of silver looks like. It's 400 pounds and it fills up my desk here, you know. Really tested out. A lot of people were impressed by the sturdiness of my conference table here. It needed to be a sturdy one. We've put it to the test. But the other thing I want to talk about is I got some people telling me, you know, we're going to the moon. Gold's going to be worth $5,000. Keyword dollars. I want to change the mindset of the people that are watching this and the investors. A lot of people think this way already, but this is something that a mentor of mine has shared, and it's something that I've always thought of when I'm investing in precious metals because of that. It's not that gold and silver are going up in value. Gold and silver are not going up in value. And you might look at that and be like, Rob, you should check Kitco and go back to what you just said. It's up quite a bit in value. No, it takes more dollars to buy gold now because they diluted it. They printed a ton of dollars and injected it into our ecosystem, trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. It's going to dilute the currency. If you, like I always say, like if you had a shot of vodka and you pour a bunch of water on it, you're not really going to be able to taste the vodka too much anymore. You know, it's because it's been diluted. They're just flooding the market with a ton of paper. And when I say paper, it's actually digital now. So they just poof it into the market. And I have all kinds of videos talking about fractional reserve banking, showing the difference between the gold to silver ratio. If you haven't watched all my videos, I recommend going onto the channel and checking out some of the other stuff here. And if you haven't subscribed, I'm going to be dropping a video on a comparison on all the precious metals, like I said. So please click that subscribe button and click the bell afterwards, and you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. Really helps the page too if you smash that like button. But that's the last point I wanted to make. Don't get caught up on the days like this. Just keep stacking and know that there is a difference between good money, real money, and fiat money. There's a big difference there. Now, you want to have like 20-25% in fiat money right now. And I know a lot of people will think I'm crazy for saying that. But if we go into a recession, you're going to want to have some cash to be ready for the opportunities if the opportunities arise. So you're going to want, I mean, maybe 20, 15%, somewhere between 15 and 25% cash, maybe 25% silver, 25% gold, 25% platinum, palladium, or other riskier metals there. But I'll go over that in a different video, a little bit more detailed. The main thing I wanted to go over was where the metals market is today on July 13th and what I think is going to happen in the near future, specifically with silver. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on stacking, everybody. Stay safe, and I will see you at the next video. Thank you so much to all the people that subscribe. We might not have the most subscribers, but we have the best ones here. And I appreciate every single one of you. I believe we're at like 225. You know, I know a lot of channels have tens of thousands of subscribers. I'm stoked that 225 people are here and wanting to watch my videos. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for being there. I will see you at the next video.